Well, since you are a financial consultant, let's talk about money.
Sure.
All right. Okay. Last sentence of yours: don't spend money more than you have.
Yes.
Okay. Elaborate more to our audience.
I think we live in a culture today, and I always speak to the audience I'm speaking to. So once I saw that the audience was extremely young and unbelievably deep on Instagram, it gave me the context to know that a lot of people on Instagram are living a life to portray a certain lifestyle, which means that people are spending money they don't have. Now, I think taking on debt to build a business or upgrade your home where you can afford the mortgage, all great. But I think a lot of people are spending money on dumb shit, and are buying cars and clothes and vacations that they can't afford to impress other people. And that was the point I was trying to make.
Well, they say it's for the content.
Yes, but I think that's an excuse a lot of times.
Yeah.
When people say, but Gary, it's for the content, I hear, but Gary, it's for my insecurity.
Okay.
If it's for the content and you can show me that you're building a travel blog and you're making that money back, well, that's an investment. If it's costing you $17,000 to go to Bali, but in the next 3 months or 3 years, you're gonna get paid to subsidize that, that's fine. The reality is, I don't see that often.
Okay. So tell me, how do you invest? Do you invest only in
Intuition?
companies, or do you invest in stock or bond?
So I historically have been a very high risk investor. I mainly invest in very early stage companies, and it's almost like playing the lottery, right? So I did extremely well in the mid 2000s, and then I changed my strategy. Over the last 3 years, I've mainly invested back into my own companies.
Okay.
So I've been very insular in the last 3 years, less investing outside. I've done a little stock market investing in the last 3 years, more than normal, because I believe in Netflix, Facebook, and Amazon. So I've been doubling, tripling down. Shopify is another one, a couple other things. But for the last 3 or 4 years, I've been investing back into my own businesses.
Okay.
Because I can control it.
Okay. So the best investment for business is the business that you actually handle on your own. Is it?
For me, because I'm a good operator. I mean, look, the reality is a lot of people have made more money investing outside of themselves. I know a lot of small business owners who were, I'm thinking of like 2 right now, who are in their 60s, 70s, who made much more money by the profit they made out of their business, putting it into Wall Street. I remember one guy had a small hardware store business, but he was an early investor in Starbucks, heavy. Made a lot more money on Starbucks than he did in his hardware store. So I said, anytime I've ever run a business, it's always successful. So why not double down, triple down on that? And so that's what I've been doing recently. But I'm sure something will come along, virtual reality, augmented reality, blockchain, something I can't even think of. There'll be another moment or two in my career that looks similar to social media in 2005, 6, 7. And when I see it and when I taste it, I won't be scared to write big checks.
Okay. All right. More question?
How do you see yourself in the next 5 years financially, or maybe in the next 10 years?
The way I think about finances is pretty interesting. I don't think about it from my whole life I've been able to make money. So, and I understand that that's a rare talent. I do. Like, most people aren't super gifted in making money. So I don't fear finances the way many do. At the same token, I don't put it on for that reason probably, I don't love it either. So when I think about 5 or 10 years from now, it feels similar to now, which is I want to keep making money so I can keep reinvesting it and keep giving myself opportunities to play. I'm not, I save money for a rainy day, but you don't need that much.
Yeah.
Well, let me rephrase, it's percentage I don't need that much by percentage of what I make because I'm not looking to live too big of a lifestyle. So I put some away, but for the most part, I use money to give myself opportunities to play business. It's like a game.
So kind of you against the lavish lifestyle?
Against the what, my friend?
Lavish lifestyle.
Lavish? Yeah, for me, it doesn't bring me pleasure. I don't want a boat. I don't want a fancy car. I don't want jewelry or art. But I don't judge other people. If you can afford it, do whatever the hell you want. Give it all away to charity, buy a $5 million painting. If you can afford, especially if you made it, if you made the money and you can afford it, you're my favorite person. Because then you can do whatever the hell you want with your money. I think, and by the way, if you inherit it, you inherited it. You know, so you were in a fortunate situation. Obviously, I don't look at that the same way because I admire people who make it. But no, I do not. I'm unbelievably unimpressed with somebody who flaunts their money with things. I don't judge it, but it doesn't get me excited at all. I've never looked at anything and been impressed by it for its cost. I don't even know what things cost.
Yeah.
I don't, when I go to if I'm in, I think a lot about when I'm in Cannes for the marketing festival, or if I'm in Beverly Hills for an event, or I remember I was somewhere, it was like very fancy cars. I don't know what's a $500,000 car, what's a $5 car. Like, it just, jewelry, forget about it. I have no idea. Art, no clue. It's just not on my radar. No, I don't think about that at all.
Okay.
At all.
Okay, will you ever be retired?
No.
No.
I will never retire. I will 100% die actively working. 100%. There would be nothing that would make me more unhappy than to retire.
Okay.
Now, I say that today at 43. Maybe at 97, I won't, but I don't think so, because I think my mind would really struggle, you know? Maybe my body will give out as I get closer to 100, but not with technology. I don't see it. No way. I like it too much.
So you encourage everybody to be productive all the time?
No. I encourage everybody to reverse engineer their hard wiring.
I see.
You know?
Okay.
I think a lot of people should work 9 to 5 and make $53,000 a year and live a great life. I think the problem is a lot of those people want to make $1 million and then feel stress instead of accepting what makes them happy. Yeah, I think people need to be productive in their way. And if that, there's somebody who's listening to this right now who can't wait to do nonprofit work all the time. And if they want to work until they're 50 and 55, 60, 65, and then do nonprofit work for 30 years, that's what makes them happy. But I started liking to work, and I'm going to finish that way too.
Okay. The last advice for us, the young generation, the middle class?
I think there's a couple things to really think about. I think that self-awareness and patience really matter. I think not caring about other people's opinions really matters. I think if you think about those 3 things, it gives you a chance to be happy. But I think everybody's impatient because they want to prove it to other people, their parents, their friends. I just think we're living lives for other people. We have to stop. So live your life for you. That's my advice. Live your life for you and nobody else.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's very
I'll take a picture with you.